sucker!
Man, UFC 264 going down T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, Nevada. Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor 3.
The trilogy.
The trilogy. And the thing is, man, I like it. Okay, first of all, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not, I'm not going to watch the fight or anything like that. I'm going to watch it. Am I that excited about this fight? Not really. I'm really not that excited about it. And the reason why I'm not that excited about it is because I felt like something should have happened between the trilogy. I don't think we've had enough time in between to actually even really call this a trilogy.
Yeah.
It just seemed like this is a fight that we're going to run it back from the last time. That's what this looks like to me. Conor McGregor is at his wits' end as far as going out and still being the guy that he said that is so far ahead of the rest of the pack. If Conor McGregor go out and get his ass whooped on the 10th, on Saturday, he'll have no more, legs to stand on as far as talking any crap to anybody, ever, if he loses this fight. Now, I'm thinking that, I don't know, I could be wrong. I'm thinking that this is Conor McGregor's exit plan, this fight.
So you're saying if he gets touched on the chin and goes out, this is the last time we see Conor?
It's a fight where, fight or flight for Conor McGregor. Either he's going to fight and win or he's going to catch the trip to, out of the country. And we're never going to see him again.
Well, so I heard Dana White say whoever wins this fight is next in line for the 155 title. Right, so that's against Oliveira. So the winner gets Charles Oliveira. This is an interesting one because the first fight, obviously, Conor dominated. But we're talking about a fight that was, 7 years ago?
A long time
That's
ago.
a long time. This last fight, Conor looked good in round 1, but round 2 came out, and Dustin was the first guy in history to knock this man out. Knock Conor out. We've seen Conor tap. We've seen him go out on his feet, right, in the Mayweather fight.
Yeah.
But we never saw him get knocked out.
He beaten to submission.
I mean,
much.
looking up at the lights, wondering what the hell just happened.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And after coming off of that, I'm with you. I don't see a path forward for even a megastar like Conor McGregor. Could he fight again? Yes. Could he fight Nate Diaz for the trilogy? Sure.
Yeah.
But is a Conor fight after a loss here going to mean as much as it has up to this point? Absolutely not. This is, as you said, his wit's end. This is his last gasp.
It should have already been. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. Okay.
Why should it have already been?
Well, who is Conor beat?
We beat Cowboy.
Let's throw Cowboy out.
Well, he beat him.
Okay. Other than Cowboy.
Well, then before that, what was his last fight? Habib, and he lost to
When the
Habib.
last time Conor McGregor had a win other than Cowboy Cerrone inside the octagon?
Alvarez. Eddie Alvarez, right?
Eddie Alvarez.
Yeah, in an MSG. That was like 2016?
2017, 16. Yeah,
16.
exactly my point. That's what I'm saying. Conor McGregor hasn't been relevant in the UFC other than his name for the last 5 years. Now, there again, I was watching on ESPN 10 most popular superstars in the UFC. And Conor McGregor's name is still number one.
He's number one on the Forbes list.
So therefore, I give Conor McGregor the props of being able to, sustain that part. And a lot of that has been because of the UFC. Keep wanting to put Conor McGregor in a position to go out there and, man, if you could just win, we can keep this gravy train going. Now, if he can't win, the gravy train stops. As well as, even if he does win, he's not going to want to fight with Oliveira. He's not going to take that fight. That's not a fight, Conor McGregor.
You wouldn't fight a title for the title?
Conor McGregor doesn't have a chance at winning that fight against Oliveira. I don't see him. I don't see him wanting to go out and get tapped out or just beat up against a guy like Oliveira. Conor McGregor got a lot of pride, and his pride is saying, stick with this fight right now against Dustin Poirier. Hope and pray that somebody go out there and pull a, Giannis, break his leg, slip on a banana peel, something, anything, to get me through this fight. But I really think that the hourglass is ticking as far as Conor McGregor goes and his career as far as a UFC fighter, a mixed martial arts fighter. And the thing is, it's no shame in that. It's no shame in that. Conor McGregor has made a whole lot of money. more money than anybody else in the UFC has ever made. The money that he made with Floyd is money that his kids and their kids are going to live off of. So Conor McGregor, it's nothing to be sad about. We've seen guys come through this business, MMA business, and the career start and end several times since I've been living over these last 20 years. And Conor McGregor is no different. I don't know why people think Conor McGregor is still now the greatest fighter still today
He's not.
in the UFC.
He's definitely not.
A lot of people still think that.
But people still think that way. But you know what? Vegas doesn't seem to think that way this time around. Here are the odds for the fight. They're very close. But they have Dustin Poirier at -130, Conor McGregor at +108. That's according to DraftKings.com. So if you bet $10 on Conor, you win $10.80. So it's not a huge line right there, but they're giving 54% chance of Dustin Poirier winning the fight. What do the Booker T's odds look like?
The tea leaves say we are pretty much in that same stratosphere.
You think it could go either way?
No. I'm thinking more money is going to be on Dustin Poirier going out there and winning that fight, not just because of what Dustin Poirier did the last fight. I don't think that's it. I think it's a culmination of what we've seen as far as Conor McGregor and how he has deteriorated over the last 5 years. As well as I said it. I said it many, many times. Conor McGregor was his best when he was fighting guys that were smaller than him. Conor McGregor didn't start having problems until he moved up in weight.
Remember his first UFC loss was Nate Diaz, where they fought at 170.
Exactly my point.
Yeah.
So I, have never really believed in the hype train of Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor was, I wouldn't say he got, easy pickings or anything like that, but, a lot of those fights that Conor McGregor actually had, they didn't really, float my boat. They didn't ring my bell. Did they make a lot of people happy by the way it came out? Was Ireland overjoyed?
The country of Ireland loved him.
Ireland, man, Ireland was like, man, this is it. You know what I mean? As well as Ireland and the Irish people. I mean, come on, man. Those guys, they've been fighting since day one. Come on.
The fighting Irish.
Yeah, you didn't heard about it. I mean, they got wars going over there still right now today. It's all about war. Where this man come from? So I'm like, when you got that mentality, you got a country behind you. They want to see war. Conor McGregor made a statement when he first came into the UFC and he first kicked off. The era of Conor McGregor. You remember what it was?
What did he say?
He said, "I'm not here to take part.
I'm here to take over."
That right there let everyone know that it was about to be war, and that's the way Conor McGregor approached his career. It was always war. I always give Conor McGregor credit. He's always been gracious in defeat, which is a really good way to be when you talk a lot of crap.
It is.
That's the perfect way to be when you lose a fight. It's just be humble about it. Khabib beat him. He's sitting in the corner. You got me. Nate beat him.
He's a great fighter.
Yeah, so I give him a lot of props as far as being able to go out there and take a beating and take it still with his head up high.
Yeah. Some people don't take loss well, and he has taken loss well.
Yeah.
So
I think we have super chat. Man.
We do. But real quick, do you want to predict a round or anything like that?
You know what? I'm thinking it's going to go round 3 this time, just because Conor McGregor is going to be looking for that little low calf kick. What's up, this Booker T, 2-time Hall of Famer. I know you're checking out the Shine, checking out the Gloss. I want to thank you guys for checking out Row on YouTube. Hey, don't forget to click and subscribe to check out all the latest content right here each and every week. Now, can you dig that, sucker?